Hello everyone! Welcome back to Poco Piano. My name is Makiko Hirata. Today, I'd like to talk about the Western scale, which consists of 7 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are many ways to explain about this, but let me tell you about a sound phenomena called overtone series. When you're listening to this note, you're not actually just listening to this note. This note is made up of itself and then 2 octaves above, all of these what's called the partial. What happens is when you pluck a long string, the whole string is vibrating, but independent of that, half of that string is also vibrating, and then half of that, and then the half of that, and then the half of that. And all of them are making separate sounds. An octave, another sound phenomenon that's very easy to identify by ear, is a sound wave. The lower note is like this, and the higher one is exactly half of that. So the octave is a very important relationship, sound relationship, but the next important sound relationship is the fifth. Because this is the next sound partial that you would hear in the overtone series, and therefore the most resonant, the most harmonious. And so if you were to think about it in fifth relation, you already have 6 notes of the 7, and then because the first note of the scale is so important, you go back 5 down, and then you get the 4th scale degree. Different scale degrees have different functions in the scale. The first note, as I said, is the most important note in the scale. This is the home from which you leave and to which you always want to go back to. And different scale degrees get you further away from home or get you closer back home. 2 notes I'd like to mention. The 5th above the home, which has obviously a close relationship, and then the 7th note of the scale. If I were to finish playing the scale here, you're left with this very suspended, very unresolved feeling, because this note has a very strong tendency to want to go back home, and it's called the leading tone appropriately. The combination of the 5th scale degree and the 7th scale degree gets you back home very, very quickly. I'll give you 2 examples. A very famous melody that I'm sure you know emphasizes the relationship between the tonic and the 5th scale degree. And a famous Mozart sonata also does the same thing. I would like you to orally look for the leading tone, always wanting to go to the tonic. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm glad you could join me today.